Here are the top 5 stocks to buy now. In 12 months from now, these stocks could be a lot higher than they are now. Now, if there is a recession, they could dip a lot lower, but that's when dollar cost averaging comes into play. Now, these stocks are to be held for the long term, 5 years, 2 years. They are going to be a lot higher. Let's get into this video. Alright, so number 1 is Apple. Apple stock is the most valuable stock in the stock market, and I think that it is undervalued at the moment because the fair value of this stock is like $160, and right now it's trading at $137. It's at one of its biggest lows in a long time. I think this is like a once and another opportunity to get into this stock personally. Like, I've been waiting for it to go down so I could dollar cost average down. Now my average cost is 140. I don't know if this stock's going to drop even more. Now it might, but I like to dollar cost average into it, so as it goes down, my average goes down, and I'll just put a little bit in every 2 weeks when I get paid. Yes, I work a freaking job. I'm not rich and I'm not a popular YouTuber, so you should like and subscribe, and then I can be one day, hopefully. But let's see their financials and why I think it's a really good deal. So here is their revenue. Every year they made over $100 billion. In 2021, they had a revenue of $365 billion. That is a 33% increase year over year. I think that this was a fluke. I don't think they're going to have this huge increase next time because you can see the average goes up slightly every time. But in 2021 it shot up. I think it's because everybody was on lockdown, everybody got their stimulus money, everybody bought a bunch of shit, right? And then we look at their net incomes. Look at that. They made $94 billion in profit in 2021. That is a lot of freaking money to be making. But you can see over the last 10 years before that, they didn't really shoot up in profits and net incomes as much. So that could be a fluke. So they could, in 2022, drop back down a little bit lower from their previous year because nobody's getting stimulus money anymore and a recession's coming and people might start saving their money. That's if a recession comes now. It is very possible. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's look at their forecast. 52 analysts rated this stock. 0 of them said it's a sell. 0 of them said it's a sell. 9 says it's a hold. 26 analysts say it's a buy. 17 analysts say it's a strong buy. Their low projection over the next 12 months is 158 and their high is 225. Their average is 194. So this is what they think it will be in the next year. Now, it's entirely possible that does not happen at all, but we'll see what happens. So if we look here, it says the current price is $137.59. Their fair value is $164. So this is what they think it's worth, and they're saying it's 16% undervalued. So you do have a 16% upside. You take that however you want it. This is not financial advice. Stock number 2, AMD. Now, this is one of my favorite companies for investing in. Well, I mean, it is one of my favorite companies because they're very profitable, and I think that they have good opportunity for in the future. So if we look here, these analysts projected or are saying that the fair value of AMD is $146, and the current price is $93. And I actually bought in back when it dropped down to like 85 because before the 2021 run up on AMD, I really wanted to like get in at like 85, but it just shot up, and then I was like, you know what, I think it's a little high to be buying in, and then it tanked, so I bought some, and I think it was a really good idea because, you know, this is a super good company. Let's look at their financials, shall we? Look at that revenue spike. Every single company, like almost all of them, had a huge revenue spike in 2021. Now, they sold a lot of shit. They had a huge amount of revenue. This company is really growing massively. I think that it can have a lot of potential in the future, and their net income has been very profitable in the last 4 years. They've been profitable. So look at that. I think that their profitability is going to keep going up. I have no doubt about that. They were unprofitable for a long time before they became profitable, and that's why the company price and value is going up. So let's see if they hold up their profitability and see how they do, right? So they made $3 billion in 2021, and their revenue was $16 billion in 2021. Let's look at the forecast. So they have a low of 97, an average of 140, so that's just the average of what it is. The stock consensus is a buy, and their high was $210. A 0 strong sell, a 1 sell, 18 hold, 18 buy, and 10 strong buy. So that's out of 47 stock analysts. Now this is just a quickie on all of these companies, right? I'm going over some decent companies, profitable, that I think, they're kind of expensive, but I'll probably make money over time. This is not financial advice again, but within a 5-year outlook, I think that these companies are going to be higher than what they are now. Stock number 3 is Microsoft. This company is down over a whole year. This company is back down to what it was a year ago. So I think it could be a good buying opportunity. Now, I'm not saying today is the buy date. If you wanted to buy Microsoft a year ago, right now would be a good time to get in. Personally, I am not a financial advisor, okay? So if I say it's a buy, I'm talking about myself. Let's look at their financials, right? Their revenue up year over year, right? It's constantly going up. They made $168 billion in 2021, and their net income was $61 billion in 2021. They're constantly profitable. They're always profitable. They never not make a profit, like super good company. They're saying the consensus is a buy. It's a 0 strong sell, a 0 sell, a 3 hold, a 33 buy, and a 22 strong buy out of 58 stock analysts. So the low is 300 and the high is 447. The average is 370. Okay, so I don't know where these analysts get their forecast, but it's really high. Wow, so according to Simply Wall Street, the current price is 41% undervalued. They're saying the fair value is $433. So there is a lot of upside. Alright, so stock number 4 is Google. I think Google is also a really good company. Let's look at their financials. Look at their revenue, okay? Their revenue was $257 billion in 2021. Google makes a shit ton of money. They own YouTube, the thing you're watching on this now, and they own Google, and they own a whole bunch of other crap that makes them billions of dollars, right? This company's never going to go negative, in my opinion, at least in the next 10, 15, 20 years. I believe Google will be a lot higher in price, or it's going to be worth a lot more, right? And then their net income, they are very profitable. They made $76 billion in 2021. Look at that spike in profits. I don't know if they're going to be more profitable in 2022. A lot of people were staying at home, and they made a lot of freaking money. So super good investment here, in my opinion. Their low valuation is $3,000. So you have a big upside. This is in the next 12 months. 0 strong sell, 0 sell, 2 hold, 39 buy, 20 strong buy, 61 stock analysts. It's a 4,398 high, and the average is 3,500. This is insane. Insane. They have really good financials, and they don't pay dividends, so it's pure growth here. They're still working on growing their company. Stock number 5 is Meta Platforms. I know it's Facebook, whatever, but it's still a really good company. Okay, I think it's down pretty good right now. If you see this drop, it went all the way up to 378, and now it's down to under $200 a share. I think there's a lot of potential in this company. Let's look at their financials, their revenue. Look at their revenue. They made $117 billion off Facebook. They have 2 billion daily active users. That's an insanely good amount of active users. And then their profits, their net income, 39 billion profits. Let's look at their forecast, So there's a 0 strong sell, a 1 sell rating, a 17 hold rating, a 33 buy rating, and a 20 strong buy rating out of 71 stock analysts. So their low is actually 186. So in 12 months, a prediction could be under the price right now. So you got to be careful with this company. But the average analyst rating is 300, and then the high is 580. I mean, that would have to be $1 billion market cap to get up to 580. So I mean, I'm thinking way longer than 12 months from now is what what it would come out to be at that price. And I got one more. Number 6, Snapchat Inc. Snapchat is a social media platform. I think this is a good growth stock. I think soon it will become profitable by 2023. I love investing in this company. Now, it did drop a lot since I first invested in it, but if you look at the last month, it's been stuck at around $20, right? It just will not go lower. Even as Apple tanked, the stock will not go very much lower, because I think it already tanked enough from where it was. It did reach a high of $83. It has a $38 billion market cap, so once they become profitable, this market cap could go up to $100 billion, in my opinion. Now, their revenue was $4 billion, right? So in 2021, they made $4 billion in revenue, but their net income was negative $487 million. So they lost $487 million, right? And they have not become profitable yet. But if we look quarterly, there was one quarter that they were profitable in, and that would be Q4 2021. They actually made a profit. They have a long way to go, a couple years. Like, I'd say 2023 to 2024 might be a profitable year for Snapchat. And if they do become profitable, this stock is going to go up to the freaking moon. And if you look at the 12-month forecast, their low is at $34. So there's honestly all upside here. If the analysts are correct, according to 50 stock analysts, their average is 49 and then their high is 92. Now, I'm hoping it goes up to 92 because, you know, I need to make my freaking money back. But this is a long-term investment for me. This is like 5 freaking years. So it has a 0 strong sell, a 0 sell, a 10 hold, 27 buy, and a 13 strong buy. But I actually use this app every day. I use it to message my girlfriend. It's has 330 million daily active users. A lot of people in America at least use this app, and all around the world. Pretty popular. People post on their stories. You can do a whole bunch of like different things with the image. You can change the way your face looks. You can do all kind of fun little things. You can do a discover, which is kind of like TikTok in a way. And then it's saying that it's 64% undervalued. They're saying the fair value is $64. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see. I'm holding this stock for 5-10 years. I mean, if it shoots up to $95 one day, I'm probably gonna sell out and like take my profits. But, you know, I got like 17, maybe actually I have like 20 shares of this company. You know, it's very risky. What I like to do is invest most of my money into ETFs to stay safe in the market and average down with the market every 2 weeks. Put an automatic payment into ETFs like VTI or maybe VU. VTI is just the total U.S. stock market. VU is the S&P 500, and VT is international and U.S. stocks. Not financial advice, but y'all have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. These are the top 5-6 companies that I think are a good investment right now. Have a good night.